We're back.
Did you miss us?
Because we missed you. Hey, Fumblers. We are so excited to be back with you guys. I know it's been a minute, and a lot of you have been asking, hey, are you guys still doing that little podcast thing? Hey, I haven't seen any new, little grassroots. I haven't seen any new episodes come up. Are you and Noelle still good? Are you guys watching, the football season? And to that, I say it's completely normal to start a podcast in week 8 of the NFL season. You know what?
100%.
No other sports podcasts are doing that right now. And so that's just a little something that we like to call being groundbreaking in the industry, first of all, being creative. And to be fully transparent with you guys, we have just both been so busy that this is the actual first time that we've had like a day to both be free and record and speak with you guys. But we're so happy to be back. We've missed you. I've missed talking about the NFL with you, Noelle. I feel like we have been talking about it, but I'm also just noticing that on our Zoom, we both say Brooke Zelensky on ours. We'll fix it in post.
We'll bleep it out. Hi, I'm Brooke.
And I'm Brooke. And I'm Noelle. But no, we're so happy to be back. Thank you for everyone who's been checking in, asking us, missing the podcast. Clearly, you guys are obsessed. Just kidding. But Noelle, I know that we have some life updates we want to share and just kind of give you guys some more context of why we have waited until week 8 to record.
I know, guys, we have missed you so much, and there has been so much going on personally. We've just been, it's like, that's on self-care. Sometimes you just need those months to hunker down. Usually in the summer, we're like, oh, it's the off season. We're going to take a little break, get some sun, go to the beach. And then it just kind of rolled into, well, now we have a lot in our personal lives going on. So on my end, I recently started a new job, but unfortunately that means I am no longer sitting next to Brooke in the office every day. It's been a hard adjustment. I do love my new company now, but obviously I miss having Brooke by my side. But we made a pact and promised each other that the podcast will go on, and this is how we're going to continue to build our friendship and be business partners together. And, it may not be every day next to each other in office, but this is our way to continue to see each other again.
Yeah, it's maybe not together in the office, but together in our hearts and on your podcast screens and in your ears together. It's obviously been very sad and just not nearly as fun at work without you. So that's been very it's a tough adjustment for sure. I'm sure a lot of you guys listening have lost your best coworker friend, and it's just it sucks.
It does. Yeah.
But the positive of that, as you mentioned, is I think that was the motivation we needed to get the microphones back out. And we're it's funny because we might not be at the same corporate company anymore, but we still do have a little company we like to call Girls Don't Fumble. So we will be dedicating our time there. So no, we're happy for Noelle. It's such a great opportunity for you, and we're just starting week 8. We're on, you guys. We don't record for another month. Just kidding.
Right when the season needs us is when we started this podcast.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's on week 8/9.
And that is building suspense with our audience, you guys, and just the element of surprise.
Yeah. Brooke, tell us your update, because there's more, guys.
There's more. Yeah, we've both just been corporate girlies, you can say. And when it's just you accidentally fuck around and get more responsibility at work and you don't know why, or what, that wasn't my intention. But I did get a promotion at work, which is very exciting. But it was this whole process where it was interviewing and stuff and a presentation. And so that kind of added to why we couldn't record even for the last few weeks, because Noelle was in interview mode and then I was in interview mode, and we're
back to back.
Why did we suddenly just become such corporate legends? I'm sorry, executive suite here. So we have
busy.
we as much as you guys thought we were slacking, we actually were apparently doing some things right, that we both have, exciting new jobs. So I'm very, I'm happy for both of us. I'm proud of both of us. And I'm excited that the whole interview processes are over, because that is no joke. It is so time consuming and just life consuming to like apply an interview for a job, especially like nowadays. It's like all of the different rounds that they put you through is just like, it's so competitive. So just happy to be on the other side, to be honest.
I feel you. There's not one bone in my body that wants to answer. So like, who are you?
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself, like, please. Luckily, I didn't get asked that, but like those type of questions, you have to like think about the formula of how you respond. Think of the STAR method, and it just takes so much out of you. That was like our jobs, our second jobs outside of our actual jobs, which is why GDF was ignored for all these months. Well, at least part of the months.
Yeah,
but we're back, baby.
We're so back. Yeah, it might come as a surprise to you guys, but we don't get paid to do this. This is simply a passion project. We will get paid eventually, okay? But we had to.
When that merch comes out.
When that merch line drops, it's going to be crazy. You guys won't even know what hit you, but we had to take care of the day ones, which are ourselves and our bank accounts.
And that's facts.
So we secured that, but yeah, oh my gosh. I like still have this is how I know I'm like also just like getting old, and like that I accidentally worked too hard on this interview thing is like, I like swear I like, this is so embarrassing, like threw my back out like interviewing, because I was like the very end was like, yeah, I'm like, it's so dramatic. I had this presentation that I had to put together in like 48 hours, and the way that I was just hunched, shoulders up, back slanted, like neck down here for the entire weekend working on it, like I have never been so focused on something in my life, and I came out on the other side just like, it hurt to walk. And I was like, I'm sorry. Like, why?
Have you seen that meme? I think it's from American Horror Story, where they're like helping this old lady out, and she's like crippled.
That's me exiting the interview process.
Helping her like walk. We'll have to find it and post it.
You got it, but like at what cost? Like I need a chiropractor.
Yeah. Does the offer letter come with a chiropractor?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Let's go through that benefits package, baby, because I gotta get this figured out. But yeah, I have now been physically recovering from the interview, and like I don't know, like my Aura ring, I was like in like a solid like readiness and health, and I was in strong. It was going so well. I was really like, I wasn't getting enough sleep. I was like prioritizing like working out every day.
Yep.
This, you can see the day that they gave me my final assignment, it has just plummeted and it's continuing to fall. And I'm like, the interview ended a week ago. Like, why am I still suffering? And that's probably something just for me to look more into and maybe discuss in therapy. But all of that to say, we had no time to talk about football into these microphones. So it's definitely a relief that you're hearing from us and we're on the other side, and we now have time to focus on our passions again.
We love our passions.
We do love our passions.
We love our passions. And should we start with talking about our number one passions in football?
Yeah, we should. That feels like the best way to start, and like honestly what we've been craving without these episodes.
Yeah, like we didn't even need to discuss like, oh, which we talk about. Like we know we're going to discuss our boys.
Yeah, no, that's a no-brainer. I haven't stopped consuming our boys' content all season long. It's truly the only thing I care about right now. Shall we start with yours?
Why don't? Yeah, I guess.
Some boys doing better than others.
Yeah, you guys, we started off the season strong. Bengals were 2-0. We're in the game in Jacksonville. I don't know if we're at Jacksonville or in Cincy, doesn't matter. Burrow gets hurt. Grade 3 turf toe. If you don't know what turf toe is, I don't really either. But if I did like a quick search on it, it is an ankle injury, a toe injury, where your soft tissue and ligaments are destroyed. He will have to undergo surgery. And I guess grade 3 is one of the most severe forms of it. And of course, of all people, our beautiful, beautiful Joe Burrow suffers this in week 2.
That's not right.
Week 2. I just feel for Bengals fans who have been Bengals fans all their lives, because I am not one of them, I fear. But this, like, they just can't catch a break. Poor Joe, he's now undergone surgery. We've seen in the last 2 games now he's on the sidelines. He was in a little like leg boot, just recovering from the surgery. I believe in this last game, we now see him in just his regular athletic shoes. Great news.
So cute.
Great news there. So updates are he's heading in the right direction, but like the shitty part of all of this is we're not going to get our QB back until mid-December. And we don't even know if the Bengals are going to make it to playoffs. Like, where are they going to be in December? We don't know. We can only hope that our man, our actual like cool guy, Joe Flacco,
Joe number 2,
maybe number 1, we'll see, can take us and at least put us in a position. Right now, the Bengals are number 2 in the AFC North. So we'll see. Steelers have been doing pretty well, but ultimately, like, it's sad. It's sad out there. All we can do is just look at, Joe Burrow edits from like his LSU 2019 championship and when they went to the Super Bowl, because this season is another one without our guy Burrow, which is so sad to see. So that's where I'm at. We're sad. We're kind of hopeful, but we're also just like, what can you do? It's the rest is still unwritten.
I mean, injuries are just like the most devastating part of the game. It's like the peak for football, honestly, is like week 1 and 2 when there's no injuries in sight. And it's like, wait, this is like the peak of our team. Like Bengals started 2-0, Chargers started 3-0. And it's like you see, like they give you hope of how good your team can be if everyone is healthy, which like, isn't the reality for any team in the NFL, but it's like they find ways to like specifically hurt you. That is like the most painful of course they took our star quarterback who just happens to like continue to just like fight these injuries like season after season. Like that is like obviously just a major piece of like the biggest piece of the Bengals whole franchise. So losing him so early in the season, like you mentioned, is just so devastating. And honestly, like justice for grade 3, level 3 turf toe, because I think a lot of people are like, what do you mean? Like he hurt his toe? Like it's so much less cool sounding than people like, oh, I like sprained my ankle or I like tore my ACL or my MCL. It's like a turf toe,
like brush it off. What do you
mean?
It's
like, Joe, it's your toe, like relax. But I know like Jason Kelsey did this whole explanation on New Heights about like how bad of an injury it was and even took his toe or his foot out of hhis shoe to like show the fans, we'll spare you guys that that show and tell for us today. We'll keep the dogs where they are. But I think he was just explaining like, this sounds like a non-serious injury, but it's actually very painful. And it's just like, I don't know if it's like all like the tissue on your toe just like just falling right off. So it's good that it seems like he's improving, but like you mentioned, coming back in December, like maybe Joe Flacco will be able to do enough to like get them into a playoff position, which would be amazing because then Joe Burrow can come back and that level of momentum and excitement would just be great of carrying them through the end of the season, getting them into the playoffs. And it's like maybe they can actually make a run. So it's like the hope has not run out for the Bengals, but I mean, after seeing them
getting close.
like I was actually like they're doing well the first 2 weeks and you see the potential they have. It's just like it's hard.
Yeah. And I mean, Joe Flacco has been doing enough. He has been putting them in a position with the offense to win games. It's truly just the defense. So
yeah, for real.
I do think that even if Burrow were to come back and they were in playoff contention, it's like it's kind of on the defense right now. So we can actually win games. Like they should have won against the Jets.
Yeah, you score 38 points and don't win. It's like that was heartbreaking
all of
for the
story,
offense.
Even with Burrow last season when he was healthy the whole time. So unfortunately, this is a problem that the Bengals will need to face like until they make changes and start investing in the defense. But we're praying for you, Joe. Come
We
on,
love you,
come on
Joe.
back.
Get well soon, buddy.
One other bright spot that I'll say about Joe, since we're not seeing him in his uniform, is there's been a lot of circulating videos online of comparisons with Joe Burrow and Conrad from The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yes.
And I honestly couldn't be happier because I have been watching that show since it came out. I'm not done watching this current season, but like,
Oh my God, you have to catch up. It's so good.
it's so good. I'm probably like, there's maybe 1 or 2 episodes left. And that's something that I did over this weekend was like, I need to catch up on this. And like Conrad slash Joe is so Conrad coded.
They're
It's
the same
insane.
person in my mind. The resemblance is uncanny, and I imagine how Conrad acts in the show is like a young
Is
Joe
who-
Burrow. It's like
Yes.
we're watching Joe. It's insane.
They're both so mysterious. Like, you know that Joe in Love is probably very similar to how Conrad moves in the show, where like he didn't know what he has until it's gone, and then he goes back, but then he makes this like blows up in everybody's face at the expense of everybody else but himself.
Yep.
But I love it. I like the comparisons are amazing. So please keep them coming, internet, because it's helping me go to sleep at night, you know?
Right. I feel like you are going to die when you see the last episode. It's so
scared.
good. No, it's good. Like not die in a bad way. Like die in like obsessed with Joe and Conrad. It's as morphing into one person. Like performance of a lifetime. Like it's so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. You have to message me when you watch it. It's amazing.
Okay, cool. I'll probably do that this weekend. Wait, no, it's Halloween.
Oh, Halloween. Spooky. Boo.
Okay. That's all I have about Joe. Tell us about Herbert.
Oh my gosh. My man.
His lady love.
Okay, so I have gone through like the 7 stages of grief with this whole thing, and luckily I moved through them quickly. But I remember where I was when I found out that Joe Burrow was dating Madison Beer, and I was on vacation in Spain. And one might
You didn't
think,
fall to your knees in Walmart?
I fell to my knees in Spain, and one might think, oh, well, that's so fun. You were on your trip, like. I'm sure like this news, didn't affect you at all. You were living in the moment. When I tell you, I spent that entire day journaling about how sad I was. Like, and
I didn't know you journal.
well, okay, I was writing in my notes app on my phone. That was my
Same
journaling.
thing. Here's the thing. Same.
So the photos came out where he was like at her photo shoot, and I think she was like wearing like the angel wings and stuff, like, and it was just like him like stopping by. Like it's very clearly like this is such a boyfriend thing to do, and it was just like it's so out of left field for Justin, because for anyone who's like a Chargers fan or is just aware, like he does not do anything that brings him media attention. He's very camera shy. He doesn't really even like to be mic'd up for any of the content. Like he has this whole running joke with the social team on the Chargers of like he will not do any videos. They're always trying to find him. He's always avoiding them. Like he lives such a simple life the off season. Like he's so off the grid. So him dating like A-list Madison Beer was the last thing I ever expected from him. Like I always just thought he was like, I assumed he was dating somebody or like would be dating people, but like that it would be very like, very private, of just like he wouldn't want any of that to be on display just because that's so not him. And so I was writing in my notes app, my journal, my diary, about how just hard it was to feel like, he was ours as the fans, and now we had to share him with Madison. And if you guys are wondering what I wrote, I did end up posting it on TikTok, like one of those, like if you were to ask me how I feel on a deeper level. And what I tell you, I poured my heart and soul into that.
I felt that.
And thank you. I was like, I didn't think I was someone who was having a parasocial relationship with the quarterback of the Los Angeles Chargers, but it turns out I was. But then I was able to find acceptance because Justin's been playing amazing this season. And so my girl Madison happens to be an amazing influence on him. He is leading the NFL in passing yards. The Chargers, they've had like some ups and downs in terms of like their actual record this season. I think that it's completely just based on whether or not Joe Alt is playing. We are 4-0 with Joe Alt starting. That is Justin Herbert's left tackle. his starting left tackle, Rashawn Slater, got injured before the season even started. He's not going to play the whole season. So Joe Alt stepped in, and he's just been crushing it. We drafted him last season. Like, literally, like, my favorite player other than Justin on the Chargers. He's so good.
Love.
Anyways, him and Madison, like, they have been photographed everywhere. Like, all the stuff that just came out this past weekend, if they were courtside at the Lakers, he's blocking that ball from hitting her. Like, such a man. They were at the Chargers Halloween party over the weekend.
That's what that was. Okay. Chargers party.
Yeah, because I was like, what is this, like, party in West Hollywood? So the Chargers, like, for, like, the wives and girlfriends and stuff. So I was, like, looking at all, like, the videos, and, like, everyone dressed up, and it was super cute. It was at Catch. So I was like, why was I not walking by and seeing them?
You're out there too.
I know, it's so close to me. So like, I cannot believe all the loves of my life were in one room with the loves of their lives, and I just didn't see them. But I obviously have always like known like who Madison Beer is, because it's like who's our age and who doesn't, and like I have now taken it upon myself to learn more about her. Just again, I scare myself with these parasocial tendencies. I promise I'm not actually, I'm just making a joke because people say parasocial a lot now. But I listened to her Call Her Daddy episode, which came out like 2 years ago, but I had remembered that it like had happened. So I was like, oh, that's like a good like summary, I feel like, to get on people. Totally. She has gone through so many horrible things in her like very early life, like sexual assault, and like I don't know if you remember, like I remember like now that I heard it again, like when this happened, of like her nudes were like leaked on the internet, and it was super fucked up. She was a minor, like it was just like all this bad thing. She tried to take her own life. Like she has like really gone through it, and like she got famous when she was only 13 years old after like Justin Bieber posted a video of her singing, and so her career has just like, you know, been like nonstop since she's 13. She's 26 now, so it's just like crazy. Like you see her and you just think, oh, she's just like a pretty face. She might like, you know, does probably like people just like judge her for that, you know, and she talks about that of like that's all people see her as. And it's like there's so much depth to her, and I feel like she really just like shoulders all of the horrible things that no one her age or any age should have to go through with like such grace. And like she seems like such a kind person, and I feel like anyone who talks about her, who knows her, is like, oh, she's just like very sweet and kind and genuine. And like, so it makes me very happy because they're just such a power couple. Like they're both such great, talented, beautiful people that I'm like, could this be it? Could they be soulmates? Ooh. Like I love them together. They're so cute. They're just so hot together. I'm obsessed. What do you think?
I mean, I love when hot people date hot people.
Yeah, please, we deserve it.
That is like the poster child of hot people dating hot people. Yeah. I didn't listen to that Call Her Daddy episode with Madison Beer, but like just from what the gist of what I get from her on the internet is she seems like she's very, like she's gone through a lot of healing, and like she's very in touch with her emotions. She's also like, I didn't really know her first as someone, I guess I kind of knew her for her music. I can't say that I like listened to it back when like she did blow up. Like I knew the name of Madison Beer, but I feel like I also was one of those people that was like, oh, she's pretty. She's probably just like an influencer, and then does some music on the side. So I unfortunately am one of those people.
No, I was the same way. I feel like it's what everyone thinks is like, she's a model, she's an influencer. Exactly.
And I, again, like didn't go out of my way to look for her music, but I saw that she was in the public eye a lot. So I just figured that she was kind of like within that influencer crowd, which maybe she was a little bit earlier in her life, where she was like dating Zach Bia and like, I forget who else, but like all of these tools of Hollywood.
Just like TikToker, like just immature men.
And so this is such a great big jump for her. And like a guy that obviously is the poster child of like who you want to date for. Like, could he get any better?
No,
I don't think so.
There's like, no more eligible bachelor in this world than him.
And then on his side, she has like obviously the looks, and she's gorgeous, but she has the depth. She's talented. Her music career, I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like it's bigger now than like it's only getting bigger. And so I think that they're a great power couple that I would love to see, you know, go to the end. Like I am team them for sure.
I like really want this to keep happening. And then also I'm just like, we get so much more. Like I've seen more about like videos and photos of Justin Herbert in the last like 3 months than I have in my entire time being a Chargers fan. Cause like it just doesn't seem like he was like out doing these things before. And then like you see the videos of them together and he seems like so genuinely happy. And it's like sweet. Like I bet it's just like it's not something he's used to, but he's like, oh, like wait, this can be fun. Like, this is great. Like being with someone that like, you know, I really enjoy and I really like, and like getting to go out and go on these fun dates. And it seems like the public reaction is very positive to them. It's just kind of like it's not like I want to say like who pulled who, which is like not what they're saying. It's like all the comments I go, how did she pull him or how did he pull her? And it's like the just like because they're both so great. Yeah. It just reminds me of like who rescued who. Like with who's humans. Yeah. It's like no, like they're not rescue dogs. But I think like it's crazy because they're both such good catches for each other. Like like we said, she was dating all of those like horrible TikTok men who are just like so immature, and like it honestly sounds like the absolute worst nightmare to be dating a TikTok man who's like between the ages of 20 and 25.
Yeah, like, and they're already young too. Like I'm sure there's just immaturity on both ends, but like still, you're young, and that's okay.
And
but
it's just
probably
like
the worst.
I'm sure she's so much happier. Like there's so much more like maturity and things going on, and she's like, you know, Dunois like posted photos of like her out to dinner with like Justin and like Joel and like the rest of like his O-line. And I'm like, that seems like so much more fun than going out to dinner with TikTokers who are just like doing it for clout and taking videos and posting that everyone's together and trying to invite other famous people. It's like, these are guys who are like working really, really hard at a team sport. They're probably not taking videos at dinner. They're just hanging out and enjoying each other's company and probably ordering a lot of food. And like, it just seems like just,
trying to get it for free.
Yeah, right. It's like just like a more like positive environment for her that I feel like is probably really refreshing. And like they're obviously very like famous and wealthy, but like not in the same industry. So I feel like it's probably nice. And then for him, like I said, I always thought he would just, not that there's anything wrong with like dating someone who's like more simple and less like, simple sounds really bad, but like
not in the public eye.
Not in the public eye, but like someone maybe from back home or like someone who just like has kind of more off the grid lifestyle. So like the fact that he's also able to be with someone like as like talented and like has this big career and has already like made a name for herself and is so successful and hardworking and like just like is so much more than I ever thought like he would get with either. So I'm like, I've gotten over my sadness and I am now like fully team. Like I want them to get married. I'm obsessed. People saying she's doing it publicity for her album. And I'm like, I will not be accepting that slander because it's like, you think she's going to date like all of her ex-boyfriends, like Zach Bia, her most recent one, like where she clearly was unhappy for real. And then you're not going to date the quarterback of the Los Angeles Chargers who has a $260 million contract and is 6'5" and is like really hot. Like, that's the one that's fake? I don't think so. And I don't think he would ever do that either. He has no benefit of doing that.
Yeah, especially since that's not the way that he's in relationships already. Like he's not in the public eye. In my head, this is a good sign that like I really like this person and I'm going to, you know, show them off to the world in a way.
Yeah.
Going to games together, going to dinners. And we love to see Herbert out in the world when he's not in his uniform. We don't see it often, so
it's a gift.
It's a win for it's a win for everybody involved, really. For the fans, for them, and all the haters, because
there's always gonna be haters.
They're winning and you're not.
Exactly. No, I'm super happy for them. I can't wait to see how they progress, and I just want them to be happy. They both deserve it.
They deserve everything and more.
They really do. But yeah, and again, I was joking about parasocial for anyone listening, being like, oh my God, she's fucking crazy. I promise. I'm just kidding.
That word has been thrown around.
Yeah, it's like a buzzword. And like, I can't help talking. I have to talk in TikTok jargon. Like I don't, that's my language.
The only way I respond to things is like, have you seen that video?
I remember I read this article. I mean, I saw this video. I saw this TikTok. But anyways,
that's the life.
That was our updates. Those were our boyfriend's updates. And now I think we kind of just want to go through like some of our favorite like storylines that have happened in the first 8 weeks. One that came to mind for both of us was the Jackson Dart Cam Skattebo of it all, and just the revitalization and the rebirth of the New York Giants. Like, I unfortunately witnessed the Jackson Dart era begin firsthand when week 4 of the NFL rolls around and they bench Russell Wilson and put in Jackson Dart against the Chargers. And you can just tell like the aura, the energy that this man brings to the table. And also, okay, like when he posted the picture of Madison Beer on his Instagram story and said game tomorrow, which was crazy. Like he just posted like a screenshotted photo. I've heard that was maybe fake, but I don't know.
What is fake in what way? Like he got hacked?
Like I think maybe someone, not that he like it was ever actually posted, but maybe like a meme account like just created it and posted it and like just was like, oh, he deleted it since then. So I don't know.
Interesting. Okay.
Does seem pretty bold to do that, but also I think they do that in college. I don't know. So I don't know if it's real or not, but anyways, there was like a lot of conversation around him and like then Madison Beer after, because like he like, you know, beat Justin and the Chargers, and like there was a video that circulated that this one was real where it said he was asked his celebrity crush and he said it was Madison Beer. And so like the drama was just like so funny, like the lore heading into the game. And he just had more energy than all of the Chargers. He was just so ready to play. You can tell like these young guys, like they just are so excited to be in the NFL and make a name for themselves. And he killed it. And him and Cam Skattebo are like just, they like their way that they like would feed off of each other's energy. And now I'm talking in the past tense as if Cam Skattebo was died, but you guys know that you're listening, you know that I think he dislocated his ankle. The video was crazy, but he's out for the season. And so we, you know, Cam Skattebo, week 1 to week 7, RIP, a king that will rest in our hearts very dearly. I thought it was going to be CTE or a concussion that got him first and wasn't expecting the ankle. But yeah, I mean, they've been a really fun storyline to watch. I still have high hopes for Jackson Dart, but after losing Malik Neighbors and now Cam Skattebo, it's like, oh, man, the Giants, another team just really plagued by injuries this season.
And it seems like the Giants kind of have a similar kind of aura if we're comparing it to the Bengals, where it's like you have hope for something and then right when you think you're close, it gets taken away real quick. And I swear the NFL and us included, we love a young quarterback that has energy, that has a personality. And not to say that Russell Wilson isn't good or anything, but like they just bring a different energy to a game. And speaking of like the Chargers game, like that was wild. It just kind of seems like he was bringing that college like drama, like energy into an NFL game, which like honestly is fun. And like who doesn't love a little bit of drama beforehand? And obviously that like carried him and brought him a win. And they needed that. And it's so crazy because like while I do think prior to this injury with Skattebo, I think that they were like on an upwards trajectory. Their record is still like 2-6, and they're last in the NFC. What is it, East?
They felt like the best 2-6 team in the NFL. Like they beat the Chargers on Jackson Dart's debut, so it's kind of like, okay, we're ushering in a new era. And then they beat the Eagles, which is like, whoa, but like they also lost to the Saints, and now of course they like got blown out by the Eagles over the weekend. So it's like,
were those flukes or what?
Yeah. Like I think the energy and the aura around those two players and the publicity that they were getting and the excitement was like, oh my God, we're so back as Giants fans, like made them seem like they were like a 6-2 team. But thank you for grounding us back in the facts. That
I know.
Only won 2 games.
They only won 2, but like for a franchise like the Giants, you need those like little hopes. And it was looking really good for Skattebo and for Jackson Dart. They were looking like, I mean, energy-wise, I can't say performance-wise, because, again, they were 2-6. They were looking like Brady and Gronk, you know? Just like something about my best friend. Just like headbutting each other. Like Skattebo hitting his head against the freaking brick wall. Like, he was insane, but, like, I think it was the entertainment that the Giants needed. It was some optimism for the team. And I saw a video of when they first met. I think that they headbutted each other. That was the first thing that they did.
So funny. Wait, did you see the video of Cam Skattebo getting carted off the field with his ankle injury, and Jackson Dart went over and headbutted him? Like, why is that enough to bring tears to my eyes? Like, it was a gentle headbutt. Like,
it's a little.
I have to, like, it's okay. They're 2-6, but like the 2 games they won, I feel like were very important games. Like, they probably beat their toughest opponents in the 2 games. I don't know the rest, but of their schedule, but
yeah,
they clearly like won games that got them attention. And then, I mean, going back to last weekend against the Broncos, when the Broncos had that insane 33 points in the fourth quarter to come back and win. We just never see anything like that. And then there's like all the videos of Jackson Dart on the sidelines, like basically like tears in his eyes, like so disappointed. And they're like, oh, he's experiencing what it's like to be a New York Giant. And so like just to have that happen and then lose Cam Skattebo, like
back to back.
It's sad. Like, I don't mean to make this as depressing as I feel like it sounds in my head, but like when he came in that first game against the Chargers and we're saying like he has this energy and this like he had like a sparkle in his eye, like he hadn't been like, it's like when people are young and like the world hasn't like beaten them down yet. Like, yeah. He like hadn't been beaten down yet in the same way that maybe like Russell Wilson has in his long career, where now he's just like, whatever, like I don't care anymore. Like I don't have the hope. Like I've had hope and lost it too many times. But that obviously Jackson Hart is like, no, this can be different. And I just hope that it doesn't take away the sparkle in his eyes, all of the hard things that he's gone through this season. Like,
I hope not. No.
We'll get him in 2026. Cam Skattebo is expected to make a full recovery.
Yeah. And it
allegedly.
seems like if I'm Jackson Dart, which I'm not, but if I am, I'm sure the minute he could see Skattebo in the hospital in Philly, as soon as he could, he had a little pep talk with him, and Skattebo was probably like, take it home, whatever
go
that
win
means.
The Super Bowl, go get that Lombardi for me.
And even with like, I don't know, cast and all, they're probably still going to be headbutting each other and keeping in touch. So I'm hoping that we'll continue to see that same energy from Jackson this season, but like, pour one out for our guy Skattebo, because that's a tough loss for the Giants franchise. We'll miss him on our screens, honestly. He was so fun to watch.
Yeah, it's like I'm obviously like we're not Giants fans, but it just became such a fun storyline to follow along.
Like even the guys who would be announcing on the games, they loved saying, they're like Skattebo. Like, they would get so hyped on him.
Such a good last name.
It's so good. It just rolls off the tongue. So
it does. Well, we will be excited to see his return. I'm sure he'll still be on the sidelines and stuff, and hopefully just still giving us like some good content. But yeah, you know what? They probably weren't going to make the playoffs this year. But that's the thing with like these like revitalizing games is like you truly never know when a team is going to go from being last place to first place. Like we're seeing with so many teams this season, which is insane. Like the New England Patriots have been dead last in their division the past 2 years, and now they're in first place, even ahead of the Bills, which is the craziest thing. I mean, it's not even one of the craziest things. It's just wild. People are like, I don't know if it's just like Drake May has come into his own, but like it seems like all of the pieces of their teams are clicking, and Mike Vrabel is doing a great job at head coach. So it's like they are really turning it around, and I definitely thought that this division would be, another cakewalk for the Bills, and we'd be having the conversation of can Josh Allen win a Super Bowl, which is definitely still on the table. Yeah. But this was just not something any of us expected this year.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like the NFL season, we can almost see it in like phase 1 and phase 2. There's some teams that start really hot, and then all of a sudden maybe they have an injury, or they just kind of like lose their steam towards the end of the season. And like, who knows what we'll see with the Patriots, because right now they're 6-2, right? 6-2. But it seems like there's a lot of factors at play. Like Drake May is getting his time to shine, Mike Vrabel, and then a guy that I've been seeing some videos of Will Campbell. He was one of their top picks for the Patriots in this NFL draft, and he's been doing so good. I've been watching some plays from him, and man, that O-line has really been giving him some time.
I love that.
Fellow LSU alum. So
Cute. Wait, what position is he? Running back?
O-line.
O-line. Oh, okay. He's O-line.
Yeah, he's like a Joe Alt guy.
That is the most important position in football.
Yes.
I am never going to say it's a quarterback. It's always going to be the O-line. They make everything on the offense work. So you remember like last year in the NFL draft, I was like sad we drafted Joe Alt. Like I could not have been more disgustingly wrong. I was so wrong. Oh my God, I was so devastated. But like he is my favorite draft pick of all time, other than Justin Herbert. Like he is everything to us. I can't say enough good things. I love him to death. But yeah, exciting to see the Patriots. Obviously, another one is the Colts, where they're pretty like mid. I think they're maybe like 8-9, 9-8 or whatever last season, and now they're 7-1. They have the best record in all of the NFL, and it's like,
what do you mean?
Daniel Jones, where did you come from, big boy? Like he obviously had like a rough start to his career in last season, and you know, he gets signed by the Colts, and it was just kind of like, okay, like interesting sign. I don't know, like the Colts are a team that no one really had their eye on. And between, you know, Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor, like their offense is just on fire. They are just an insane team to watch. They're so strong. And I don't know, like, obviously I don't want to say, like, I'm trying to decide if I think they can win the Super Bowl. And I don't think I'm there yet, which is just me being a hater because they were not on my radar. But like, I just keep thinking like, this can't be real. But like, okay, we're 8 weeks in, like it is, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I think on top of the Daniel Jones of it all, and they're running back, solid core, super strong. Dare I say, their defensive coordinator, Lou Anarumo, was a fellow Bengals defensive coordinator, and we just miss him so much.
Oh my! Wait, was he the Bengals guy last season?
Yeah, and he was fired. So,
but which is crazy because we just were saying how the Bengals defense last season too is like not great. Like I'm not surprised he was fired.
Yeah, I don't know what has changed. Like what other personnel he has around him, resources, whatever the case may be. Also, I've been seeing a lot of their owners, the three sisters that are now running the team.
Yes.
Her name's like Carly Issrae Gordon or something like that.
Yeah. All the videos of her like with her notebook on the sidelines.
It's so good.
I love it.
Like maybe that's all you need is just some women to run a franchise that's going under. Maybe that's a part of it too.
Literally hot take. Anytime I think about this all the time, why men are the ones in leadership positions when they're the ones who are like, they're yelling and they can't keep their cool. And like women are all about like collaboration and like they're patient. And she clearly has like, she's been brought up in this. She has such a deep understanding of the game, but she also has such a like strong curiosity where she like wears the headset. She's listening to like, I think like whatever like the coaches are discussing or what they're telling the players. Like she wants to know everything. And she's always in her little like cute Colts like outfits. And I'm like, oh my God, she's slaying the sidelines. I'm so happy to see a woman in like a coaching role getting such, obviously having success, but then having like a positive like reception to her, because if they were, I mean, obviously if they were doing poorly, like people would be shitting on her. And so I am, you know, so team them. Yeah. Continue to show her, get some other teams, some ladies, perhaps were the secret to success.
Seriously. I know we were going to talk about our Super Bowl predictions.
Are they your Super Bowl prediction candidate?
They are.
Okay, love. Tell me more.
Well, I only say that because I was in Vegas last weekend visiting family, had some fun, whatever. And of course, I'm in the casino and I'm like, I'm obviously going to place a bet.
Oh my God, you made an official bet.
I made a bet.
Oh my God.
And I wanted to do one that was going to have a good payout, like good payout, but also kind of realistic. Like, obviously, if I were to bet on the New Orleans Saints. And if that bet were to hit, I'd probably make the most money. Will it happen? Sorry, Saints, I don't think so. The Colts, I put down $20 to make, I think it was like 280 or 300.
There we go. Okay, money moves.
So I was like, let's do this. And the guy was so helpful at the like Caesars Sportsbook, wherever we were, whatever casino we were at. And I was just like, okay, what about, and I was just asking him all the scenarios. Like, okay, what about the Bills? Because I wanted to go with a team that like I'm also rooting for, but I wanted to have a little bit of a different approach where it's like, again, coming out of left field, never would have thought the Colts would be here today. Here they are. The odds looked good. I was feeling good on it. I placed the bet.
I love that.
And the rest is history.
Oh my gosh,
Good luck, Colts.
You didn't even know that I was going to ask you about your Super Bowl prediction this episode, but you like officially locked it in. So
I did lock it in, yeah.
That's a good one. I mean, it would be just an amazing story because it's someone that is like, you always want to see like some like unexpected underdog win. As I said, I'm being a hater. I don't think they have what it takes yet. But like my Super Bowl prediction is really boring and I don't like it, but I'm just being realistic with like what I see and what I believe. And that's another Chiefs Super Bowl. And I don't want to think that.
That's okay.
The best time of my life was when the Chiefs were 0-2. Like that was when life was worth.
The sun was shining just a little brighter.
The Bengals 2-0, Chargers 2-0. The Chargers beat the Chiefs in Brazil, and there were like those like graphics on NFL memes that were like Chiefs completed their three-peat, and it was like the last like the Super Bowl and the first two games that they had lost of just like they haven't won a game whatever in this long, and I was like, oh my god, like. This is the best feeling that I've ever had in my life, you know, especially being like in the AFC West with them. Like they've obviously won like for the last 10 years. It's been so boring. And so I'm like, this is our time. The tides are turning. Things are changing. The birds are chirping. And they just said, oh, you guys forgot, like, we are that bitch. Like, we will come back. We are those girls. And they have pretty much dominated ever since.
Yeah.
They had that one loss in Jacksonville, but it basically just have destroyed all of their opponents since week 3. And I was just watching them on Monday night, you know, like made the Cardinals, or not the Cardinals, what are their names? Commanders look like a horrible team. And I just like, I feel like it's
bound to happen.
Yeah, it's I don't know what word I'm looking for, but it's like undeniable that inevitable. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's inevitable that Taylor Swift placed her magic on them, and it wasn't going to be last year. It was nice that it wasn't, but just the way that they fought back after being 0-2, so many teams would have just like rolled over and died. And like, because so much of football is a mental game where you see like teams that just like fall apart after like falling behind or getting an injury, like they have the mental game figured out. They make very little mistakes. Obviously the refs help them out a lot. That's like not a small thing. That I just think that like we're just, as long as we're in this Mahomes era, we're just going to be dealing with them being at the top of the NFL, and I hate it.
Yeah. It's like I don't know, like a pesky bug that won't go away.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't get rid of the Chiefs, even though they had some lulls this season. I just checked, they're like 3rd in your division right now.
Yeah.
5-3, same record as the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
So dare I say there's still hope for the Chargers as well.
Oh, but the Chargers are on a downhill where the Broncos are very much up. Broncos are killing it too. I'm like, I could see a Broncos Super Bowl. Like they have been, I watched them play this weekend too, and their offense is incredible. Mm-hmm. So yeah, 5 straight wins, which is insane because they started off, I think, 0-2. And I was like, oh my God, not the Chargers sweeping the AFC West. And now we've just fallen apart. Like, this is what I do. I get hope and then they take it away. But no, those two teams are definitely the best in the AFC West right now. The Chargers just had a strong start, and maybe they'll surprise me, but it's hard not to be pessimistic.
No, they'll get their mojo back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Big game against the Tennessee Titans this weekend, so we should win. Yeah, but that's never what happens when you think you're going to win.
No, I think you will. They just fired Brian Callahan, their head coach. I don't know who's filling in for him. I'm I wonder if Cam Ward's still playing. I haven't watched a lot of Titans football, so I'm not quite sure.
Not a single game. I think they maybe beat the Jets and that's it. Yeah. But I guess we'll see. We can continue making predictions as we get closer. I think that was everything we wanted to discuss today. I know it's maybe a bit of a longer episode, but we obviously had a lot to catch up on.
So much.
And I guess
to be back.
I'm so happy to be back. Do you have like one thing that you're like looking forward to the rest of the season? Like any like storyline playouts, or were you gonna say Joe Burrow coming back? I was like, anything we haven't talked about? You're like, well, I'm still thinking about December. It's right around the corner.
Still at the restaurant.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Honestly, I want to see the Colts continue to fucking dominate so they can go to the Super Bowl, if I'm being honest, because I put a bet on it, and I'm gonna.
That's your team now.
Outside of the Bengals, obviously, like want them to go to the Super Bowl, but we'll see if that happens. I guess this season I have officially claimed the Colts.
Good season to claim them.
Yeah. When they're doing good.
You're like, I'm not a bandwagon fan. It's fine.
Just for now. I'm like just a little casual fan just cheering them on from the side. But no, I think we'll know in the next few weeks which teams are really phonies or which ones like really have what it takes. Mm-hmm. And the Colts is one of them. Like they could totally flop the rest of the season. They finished, I think it was like 8-9 last year. So they have only one less win this year than their entire season of last year. I think that they could at least improve just 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, I think they'll do better than that.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, just excited all around for that, for all the surprising teams. Let's see if they're fakes.
I think it's like surprising teams, and even just like the matchups have been surprising. Of like I felt like there's no like order, there's no rule in the NFL right now. It just feels like it's a free for all where it's like truly it's just every given Sunday, any game, like anyone can beat anyone right now. There's no like it didn't
no guarantees.
Like the Browns beat the Packers, the Panthers are undefeated at home. The Ravens are like already knocked out of the playoffs. Like I don't like it's so weird this season. It's just like it's so spooky. So I'm just excited to see like what more like insane moments happen, because it's probably like one of the most like unpredictable seasons that we've had in a minute.
Totally. I agree. It's just in time for spooky season, to be honest.
Exactly. Very scary. But yeah, it's going to be good. And I'm happy that we're back, and we'll continue to report on all of it. And maybe we'll post on our socials. We'll get back.
One thing that we will be doing for anybody who's watching, if you send us your address, I know that's very personal. We have a ton of stickers left over from the Super Bowl, and they're honestly just sitting in my closet right now looking for a home. So for any listeners out there, I know that we have merch coming on the way, but for now we have some stickers we can dish out to you if you're interested. DM us on Instagram or whichever way at Girls Don't Fumble, and they can make their way over to you.
Oh, I love that. A little sticker distribution. And they're so cute, you guys. So send the Addy. We will send those stickers your way. So beautiful. Fun. Okay, well, we love you guys so much.
Love you.
And we will chat with you soon. Bye, Fumblers.
See you next time.